Hey, we are back. Quick commercial break. Like, comment, subscribe to Marvel's Bluntz. We do our own commercials in here, or at least we try
Sure.
to. So, let's just make sure y'all comment. I mean, like, comment, subscribe. Blood Talk, Open Lobby, Midnight Suns, Gotham Knights, God of War. Go check it out, man. It's a bunch of shit on there, man. Go
Yeah.
help yourself. Keeping it coming. Yeah, man. Avatar. So this is what I wanted really to dive into. I think we already want to dive into this. The
How
Avatar
ironic we saying diving
4D.
and we're dealing with water.
Yep. Avatar 4D theme park experience. Because I feel like I was in the theme park
Suggested by
in the
Pat
Theme
Brady.
theater.
park experience.
So what'd you say, Pat? What'd you say?
Suggested by Pat Brady.
What, the theme park? Oh, you talking about the 4D? Yeah,
Yeah.
the 4D. Yeah. So I feel like I was in the theme park
Good
with the jump.
call. Great
So
call.
yeah, because like I feel like it's only Avatar's one of those movies where you go see it in premium format. So if it wasn't 4D, definitely 3D, but 4D definitely shot this shit like up the moon, like went to the
Yeah.
moon. And
Mm.
I just wanted to like,
Yeah, how was your first experience? This is your first experience, right?
nah,
Oh.
it's like probably my second or third. But I
Okay.
just don't remember. I just don't remember it being that interactive. I just don't remember it being like that. Avatar, different levels,
Mm.
different levels. Um, I halfway through the movie, I had forgot to turn the water back on because I was eating my sandwich, and I ate my sandwich like as the movie was starting and finishing up, and I just never turned the water back on. So that was like the only effect I didn't get. But everything else was spectacular. Uh, um, yeah, man, it was just right. Like I said, I see why Cameron. Like I can imagine the I just want to see whatever cameras he used. I'm pretty sure they cost literally more than like half of a city or something. I don't know, bro. The cameras that he used and the techniques that he used to shoot that movie is just crazy. People should really take note and like that's what happens when you don't get in the director's way. I think that's you get a product. This is like some Titanic level shit right here. Like
Mm-hmm.
this project was just if nothing else, go to see the spectacle because I think it's worth it. If you're not interested in Avatar, go see it. Try to see it in 3D, whatever the top format is. Try to see it in that because I think it's an experience to see Avatar. Like it's like that. I enjoyed it. Like Torian said, it made what 400 almost 500 million this weekend. I had the number on my phone.
It made
I had it right here.
435 million
35. Okay,
worldwide this
so
weekend.
and
It
like
cost 460 million to make.
right. And Cameron said that he has to make he basically the movie has to be on the it has to make the top 3 movie list for him to even get a profit. It has to be top 3 all time. So we'll be on watch for that. But I'm pretty sure.
Cameron came out of the hotel. They was like, he's like, I ain't signing shit. Fuck
Oh,
y'all.
yeah. Before we came on, I got on Twitter and I'm like, oh, what's this?
He told me,
Like,
don't see my movie. Don't sit out in front of my hotel. Go see my movie. I'm not signing. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Nothing unless y'all go see my movie. Tell me about Avatar 2 right now. Tell me right now. Have you seen it?
Cameron.
You're like, no, Mr. Cameron, then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. So
He took the middle finger out the finger. You saw it, Taurean?
yeah,
I didn't
was
see
crazy.
it.
Bruh, he coming out telly,
Yeah.
he coming out of wherever he was at. And they're like, James, can you sign this? But he keep walking. So all of a sudden, they went from fans to, man, fuck Avatar. Da, 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 da. They started rah-rah. All of a sudden, he rolled out the window, hit him with the
Yeah.
fuck y'all. Fuck you talking about. How y'all gonna ask for my autograph? And how you gonna ask for my autograph? And
People
then
entitled. It's the entitlement. Like he's not entitled to sign anything for
anything.
you. There's nothing. It's nothing in the contract. It's nothing in the contract that says he has to take time out of his day to sign something for you. Someone on the street. Man. Besides, you got to be careful because you have a big movie that just came out. People are crazy out here. You don't know what people's intentions are.
Yes.
But yeah. But yeah, the 4D experience. This is actually my second time seeing a 4D movie. The first time I ever saw a 4D movie or a movie in 4D was Infinity War.
Oh, that part was special.
Oh, listen, the part when Thor came into Wakanda was off the chain.
Infinity
in
War?
That part.
I want to say I saw Infinity War in 42, but I'm not sure. I think it was one of the Avengers movies. I just don't know which one it was.
Bro,
I wouldn't see it with my dad.
But yeah, this one was like phenomenal because it had everything in there. You had the smoke, you had the flashing lights, you had the sound, the fans, the water. I like how whenever something would shoot, you had that little gust of air go past your ear.
Yeah.
So it actually felt like an arrow was going past your head.
I think I jumped one time. Me and the white girl next to jumped at the same time. It was. I think something popped out of the out of nowhere, and me and her just was like, ah! We just literally done at the same time. Like we bumped into each other, like jumping.
Yeah.
And I just heard that's like, oh nah. I was like, bro, that shit just because it was like you said, it was the air. It caught me by surprise. It was like, I was like, oh, I'm like, oh.
And it was crazy too.
For real.
And it was crazy too because it was a lady that was sitting behind me. She was with, I guess, family, and she said these seats need to come with a seatbelt. She's like, I'm about to fall out the chair.
Everywhere you go, it's like all through Pandora, you just like this. We in the water like this. Down.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like when the seats would recline back like this, and then it would just all of a sudden just jerk you around and like you all like going all over. Like, that's why I said I couldn't wait for the action stuff to come up because I knew that when that happened, that's when the seats was going to move the most. And I was like you, Pap, like looking out into the crowd and looking at the seats move because they're rows and like 4. So literally you're seeing like rows of 4 people just going all over the place
crazy.
like this, the fan blowing, the lights flickering, the smoke coming up, the water shooting in our face. Like the part
smoking everything.
Like the part in the beginning when they were doing the flashback and he was throwing the water out of the stream, and then when it came this way, it's like I was like, oh,
this is water. Hey. But that's crazy. And y'all know, if y'all know me, man, I done probably seen like it was like maybe like 6 movies. We've seen endless, probably Shazam.
I've seen a lot of movies in 4D, right?
Most of the movies I done seen at Gary have been in 4D. Shazam was great. I like Shazam. Venom was like that in 4D. Morbius was like that in 4D. I can't fake. That probably is why I like that movie. Now y'all know why I like Morbius, because the 4D was crazy. Shout out to that. But this one, like I said, this was definitely my favorite 4D experience ever, and /3D. Like y'all said, it was like a park ride. You know what I'm saying? Maybe want to go to Disney World. I'm at Disneyland in LA and go on the Avatar ride because it was just, you just felt like you felt like you was there. That's why I was like, it was like a simulation. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go to the wrong movie in 4D, like Hobbs and Shaw, where it's boring. That's what I saw. We saw Hobbs and Shaw in 4D. Bro, that movie was so boring, and I know I feel like every time we've been doing a review, I've been on the Rock ass. So I don't know why I'm coming back.
Speaking of the Rock, Black Adam just got released on HBO Max. That is all. I was like, oh shit, like
it's no offense to Dwayne, but I'm just saying that movie was so trash, and the 4D was so trash because it was so much. It was just joking. It was a bunch of joking, so you wasted your money. But Avatar was definitely worth the buck. Whatever, like go see it in any type of the best format.
The best format you can.
4D.
Was you in there? Was you in there when they showed the preview for Ant-Man?
Oh, I meant to say something about that. Let me say something about that. Hold up. Let me say something about that.
Yeah,
let me say something about that. So look, check this out, right?
Ant-Man did look sweet in 4D. I was like,
check this out, right? This is my first time seeing the Guardian show. I haven't seen the Guardian show. I literally haven't seen it.
You saw
it yesterday, right? Yo, nah. Guardian's gonna make me cry. I can feel it. I'm gonna cry, bro.
Well, most likely will be there. So I said most likely will be there. Like, unless you go see it by yourself and cry.
Guardians, bruh, that was the first time I actually see. Like, I always see still shots. I only see one animal. That was it. And I saw it. I was like, "Yo, it's gonna be." I like seeing trailers in theaters now. I don't like, especially with y'all. I feel like I don't know if it's the 4D part, but I feel like seeing trailers from like the big jump is where it's at.
Look, that was the feeling of it back. That's how it was back in the day. That's how it was back in the day. Because back in the day, like we didn't have YouTube or any of these sites.
I'm not saying it's not cool.
You had to go to the movies to see what movie was coming out.
So like I saw the Guardian straight in the theaters, and then I was like, oh no, I went back in home. Why can't I do it again? I feel like I'm going to cry when I see the movie, bro, and I'm not ashamed.
That's like how I was when I was a kid when X-Men X-Men first came out, and I didn't know they were making an X-Men movie, And when I saw the like previews in the trailer, I don't know what movie I went to go see, but it was probably a movie I saw in early 2000, and they did like a teaser for X-Men. I was like, oh, I got so excited. I said, my little, how old was I? I was probably 11 in 2011 when that movie came out. So I'm like, oh,
wow. The first time I ever saw like any X-Men stuff, shout out to my little sister Christiana, because we was at my grandma's house and it came on the Fox channel, the first one.
Yeah.
And me and my little sister was a little older, but we sat there the whole time and just watched it. Cause like she knew about X-Men, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Yeah. But that was the first time me seeing something at my grandma's house like that, like Marvel, anything. Was X-Men, that movie, and then every X-Men after that, me and my sister went to the movies to go see that joint just off that one. Like you said, alone trailers back then, like you had to see it at the movie theater.
At the movies, yep.
I knew the Spider-Man was coming out because I saw the trailer in the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I'm like, and it used to be that one man, rest in peace to him. I think he died. Who used to do all the trailers like in the beginning. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
He used to do the voice
for the trailer, the voiceovers for the trailers. Yep.
And I'm like, man, they movies came a long way. Like we said, technology came a long way. But Tone's gonna crown Guardians, y'all. So now we have to go to that event that
you gonna crown Ant-Man.
I wanted to say something about Ant-Man.
So Lex is gonna crown Ant-Man. She keeps talking about that. Like in the group chat. That's all. Every time I mention Ant-Man, she just keeps saying, "I'm gonna cry." I'm like, she already saying what she gonna do.
Before we get to our next topic, I did want to comment on Ant-Man, but before I comment on Ant-Man, like I'm subscribed to my little Bluntz, man.